Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn another lesson of Honeydew, the glimpse of the past. So, without wasting any time, let's start. Here we come to know our freedom fighters. At the first of the chapter, introduction of the chapter, as you know, that chapter is in a comic way, as an illustrated way. Here are some pictures of the pictorial glimpses of our country from 1757 to 1857. These pictures are speech bubble and these pictures and speech bubbles. These speech bubbles. See, you can see it. These pictures and speech bubbles are very important because these space bubbles will help to clarify and understanding that led to the condition known as a first word of independence, that is in 1857 when the first world war when the first war of independence held on. Yes, the Indian First World War, War was of independence is held on 1857. Now the story starts with the most famous song of Lata Mangeshkar, "ऐ मेरे वतन के लोगो जरा आँख में भर लो पानी." The English version of is that at the function in Delhi, "Oh my countrymen, let your eyes fill with tears as you recall sacrifice of Indian martyr." And you can see the Indian freedom fighters such as Jawaharlal Nehru, um, Indira Gandhi, and Lal Bahadur Shastri. To listen this song, Jawaharlal Nehru started crying over there, and so many people were gathered there for the tribute, for giving the tribute to the martyrs. So, though Indian martyrs, those who have sacrificed their lives, and you all know the beautiful song, and see Nehruji and Indira Gandhi, our and Lal Bahadur Shastri were there. Here were all martyrs. The story is about first war of independence. Here is a lots of picture of lots of freedom fighters such as Jhansi Ki Rani, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Kumar Singh, Bahadur Shah Zafar, Bhagat Singh, Mahatma Gandhi, Lala Lajpat Rai, and Subhash Chandra Bose. Now, the story is about the first war of independence, which is held on 1857. So the story started in 1857. See the preparation with its superior weapons. See the preparation and see the situation which led the war of the independence. With its superior weapon, the British East India Company is extending its power in India. In 18th century India, see the 18th century India in 1765. In all the yellow part you can see here, all the yellow part, this all the yellow part is Indian princess or Indian kingdom, and pink part, which is very low, very little bit, and the pink part, or you can say, some can say that it is a red, but I can see it that it is a pink part. And the pink part is the condition, pink part is for British East India Company, but it is the condition in 1765. How the British extended itself, how they conquer Indian prince, all you go through the story. Indian kings were short sighted, they didn't have long term vision. They didn't have get to know the people who are meeting with them, who came from abroad or from foreign, or in a or from foreign, how they could harm to their nation. They didn't realize because they were short sighted. Then upstart Raja Bhai called the English merchant. Then upstart called the Raja Bhai an English merchant. Yeah, you can say there no peace in because all are that upstart Raja Bhai call the English merchant. They will help and ask them for a help to defeat the him. Him means the people has him means what is the meaning of him here? Him means other princes. The people has no peace due to constant fight. Earlier, there were many kingdoms in India. All kingdoms have princes and they used to fight among themselves. Everyone wanted to have their kingdom uh, and uh, and everyone wanted to have their kingdom and everyone wanted others kingdom also. So in their continuous fight effort to winning the others kingdom, one of the princes wanted to help one of the prince wanted to help from British merchant. They entered in India as a merchant, see, and this particular king, what is the name of this particular king? Rajabai. And this particular king wanted the help of English merchant. He called the English merchant so that he can defeat him. Him means here who? The other. Yes, very good. The other princess. The rivalries helped the East India Company, and it could easily subdue Indian princes one by one. So now you can understood well. I think you can understand well that how East India Company came to won their part in India. Yes, it is rightly said. If we are united, no one can defeat us. But at that time, entire India was divided into lots of kingdom. And to prove own supremacy, our other princess or king, all the kings used to fought from others. All were competitors, fighters. They were not united. They didn't have the sense of brotherhood also, so that East India Company took advantage of this rivalry. What happens? The rivalry helps British East India Company, and they could easily subdue Indian prince on one by one. Their, they adopted the policy of divide and rule. The East India Company used to help the strong, and how this policy works on. So the East India Company used to help the stronger one to means a stronger king to have control over all weaker one, and once the company got the new stronger partner, used to be replaced by the weaker older one. So in this way the East India Company subdued Indian kingdom one by one. A falsing ruler like great Tipu, see, you can see here a falsing ruler like great Tipu with the fought with company till his death. Tipu Sultan was still remembered. We still remember him. If you go to Mysore or to Bangalore, you can see his fort, an entire museum, and you can see there how bravely he fought with company. Tipu Sultan was one of the earlier freedom fighters, of fasting rulers, not short-sighted. He understood that East India Company is not came here to help us. Even they will harm us, and soon they capture all parts of India rural. So he fought against him till he dies. No, now thank God now, thank God, There is peace in our country. Now, no looting by thugs, no more war. It is God who sent to the British. Our destiny is linked with British. How the Indians will react to the conqueror now? Someone is in their in a winning position. Then how can they thankful to the British because they were short-sighted? What the used to say, and another said it good. You are messenger of God. Someone said the British ruler is a messenger of God. Someone says that they are someone says that he is a messenger of God, and someone says that he is a British East India Company is our destiny creature. So all these shows that they all are short sighted. They don't know that what is the main operation, what is the main intention of the British rulers. So they f- tho- so they so after handling the all most of the part of India, holding the most of the part India, they treated us as slave. So destiny has really ruled us a slave and had ruled us 200 up to 100 year. So destiny also linked with us, because now we are a slave in our own country. The white man has killed or dethroned other kings who is good and understand what was happening. The kings, uh, when the other kings were dethroned, the common man understood what was happening there. The king were very happy to have some British support, but the common man could understand what British army was doing. So, students, it is the first part of the glimpse of the past. I hope it will be helpful for you. So, on yesterday we will meet again with the second part. Till then, learn this part very well. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.